In this video, we are going to go look at the benching of Angel Reese, and I'm going to go through some of the press conferences that led up to it, and you can see little breadcrumbs and from the games what sort of ultimately led to the benching, I think, and just going to go through it one by one in terms of yeah, I think it's pretty clear how this all led up and led to her being benched at the end of the or from the second half on of Kent State, and then her subsequently not playing. So the first one was after the game against Loyola. A question is asked to Kim Mulkey about Angel Reese not getting many touches, and her answer is revealing on that, I think. So let's take a listen.
Because it was a little strange for me to see that. Was it strange for her to take 4 or 5 trips up the court and not touch the
No,
ball?
Angel will touch the ball when needed. I think there were a couple, and I told them in a timeout, there were a couple of times where Angel's not posting hard. You know, you coasted, and she doesn't coast when it matters. There was a pass down in front of our bench where Haley wanted to flip a little pass to her, and she allowed the defender to come around. Post up right there, Angel, and that kid, you'll get an and one right there. So she will. Angel she's just Angel, and I think she looks around sometimes and go, wow, I don't have to do it all. And but we've got to just really now make her understand those exhibition games are over. You need to post, you need to dominate, and she will. I have no doubt.
So what is Kim talking about? It's really this right here. She goes down and you can just tell it's not a hard post. Like she's not fighting for position. She's just sort of right there. She's not really digging in. She just gets it, and that results in a fall away. And Kim Mulkey does not like that. She wants drop step or working hard for position. This is the one with HVL. She blames Reese for that, saying you didn't pin her. So right here, she has her on her back. Put your leg out, pin her, and right there. Reese wants it up high, and some might disagree with that, but essentially that's what Kim Mulkey wanted and was complaining about, and said we don't need to worry about that because by the time we get to Colorado, she'll know that's a real game and she'll turn it on. Well, Colorado happens, and she is not happy after the game. Not that they lost, but basically the effort and intensity. And really, a theme will come through here. It was about the defense, and we'll just take a listen. Here we go.
You're going to lose games. Losing hurts, but what hurts me more is what I witnessed on that floor. Effort, energy, fight, heart. Who are y'all? Now, I'm not talking about the transfers and the freshmen. I'm talking about those that have been in this program underneath me. And that's going to be mainly what I address, and the film will show it. The film will not be about missed shots. The film will be about defense. What are you doing? What are you doing? The film will be about just grit and guts, and that on that floor the other day, they need to tell me why.
So pick and roll was terrible. So right here, Olay, and Reese doesn't even get in front or try anything. Just gives it the old Olay, which looks awful on film. Once again, Van Leith, she should have fought through harder on that pick as well, but Reese is, help right there, and then the wave. Mulkey's not impressed. Now on this one, just look at the bottom, how she gives up position to the big girl on inside. And again, Reese is down there. She just easily gives up position, doesn't even fight, and just gets sort of pushed off. And that's not the stuff Mulkey loves. Now on this one, it's third quarter. Reese has 2 fouls, but she doesn't challenge it. Comes right in the middle. Reese just backs up and moves away from it. I mean, oof, not good on film. On this one, she just wants Reese, just lets her get too low on positioning, and again, just gets her in too low. And Mulkey says she knows she's small, but you sort of need to front her or change positions and work hard. On this play, Reese isn't even looking in the middle. She's not even looking to help. Oh, there she goes down the middle. I mean, I don't know if she realizes she's lost the ball already, but right there, she's just totally focused on her man and just, oh, wow, she's coming down the lane. How did that happen? And that's not what you want for your big. You want to be coming across and getting in the way and making it uncomfortable. Now, this pick and roll between Poole and Reese is just bad. Just bad, bad, bad. It's probably got Poole in the doghouse. Poole doesn't fight through, then Reese is slow and then just whacks the hell out of her. Once again, pick doesn't fight through. They don't switch or talk, and boom. Now, the next one was at the end of the game. This is where she gets double pinned. Candace Parker pointed this out. You can tell Candace Parker is like, they're getting their ass kicked on defense right there. So she fronts her right there, gets the opening right there, then works her that side, and then gets it schooled. And it's over. Let's hear Mulkey again talking about the virtues of defense and intensity and hustle.
But when we get in that film room, I will be able to sit with them and address the defensive end of the floor. If there's two things you ever write about me when I'm dead and gone and not coaching anymore, I think people will tell you a multi-coach team, they're going to guard you and they're going to rebound. We didn't guard. We rebounded very poorly. And that's not our identity. That's not my identity as a coach, and it's my job to get us to that mindset again. And we'll get there. I just don't know when. I don't know when. It's almost like last year's team piecing it together. You got two transfers that can score the ball, but they don't know how to defend the way we want. You got returning players. You got a freshman that's got to play. You got a sophomore who has to fill in for a fifth-year senior from last year. So that's what we're doing. And we'll get there. I just cannot tell you when.
Then after they played Queens, Mulkey and Reese did the press conference together. I can't remember who the other player was. I think it might have been Somaya Smith, but I'm not sure. I just can't remember. But during that part, Reese conceded like her defense wasn't great, and she wants to be better than that, and yada yada yada. And then Mulkey went on a bit about how Reese is their leader, and how after a few 3-pointers got made in a row, Reese was the one that wanted to shut her down. Take a listen.
I mean, just feeling like I let my team down on Monday and trying to get back to the player that I am and that they know me for. So I just went off of rebounds first and then just trying to score as much as I can and do whatever it takes to win. My defense wasn't the best on Monday, so that was important for me tonight to get a better defensive stance and try to guard my opponent the best as I can.
I don't even care that we scored in the hundreds. I am so focused on defense right now. I am challenging some of them like they've never been challenged in their life. From body language to being in a stance, to talking on defense, to fist bumping somebody, to high-fiving somebody, and then, where should you be? Where are your angles? And it's just got to be that way. And it wasn't a wake-up call for us. Are you kidding me? It was a learning experience. Colorado is good, and I knew that when we put them on the schedule, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's. I think you saw more energy tonight from some of or all of the returning players, and I think they said it best. They gave you their honest answers. They didn't tell Scott how much paint was left on the walls. I told them not to because we just paid for that in a new locker room. But just getting better defensively. And listen, we're not a polished product. We're a work in progress. I don't know when it'll be really, really good, but we'll get there.
Yeah, Coach, and about that defense, I mean, you call a timeout in the second half after Nicole Gwynn kind of has a series of threes. What did you kind of tell them in the huddle during that timeout because after she kind of went cold?
I don't know that I had to say a whole lot. I think Angel Reese was pretty much taking over the huddle as a captain. Let me guard her. Let me guard her. And that's what I want to see out of Angel. I want to see Angel have that fire. And you got to remember, a lot of those were on freshmen. A lot of those threes were on freshmen. So those moments they're getting on that floor are valuable, even when it's bad, something bad like that happening, because it's a teaching moment. and then to watch your upperclassmen challenge the younger ones, like, come on, you're out there, we believe it, So what I did see is those freshmen at the end, they were exciting. They didn't go in there and think of that as trash minutes. They're going in there trying to say, I need to get this woman's attention. And they played with a spark about them. They played like you hope they will. And you had 4 freshmen and a Monty out there, and I was really, really pleased how they finished the game.
Now, in the press conference prior to the Mississippi, what it was, Valley State game, uh, there was one thing that stood out to me was when Mulkey was asked about Somaya Smith and her improvement, and she points out how Smith had worked all summer. It's so clear that this is a not so veiled shot at Reese. Take a listen.
Coach, the starting lineup with Somaya in it, what does it do for y'all? What are the advantages of it, and how does it help you to get off to a fast
Well,
start?
she leaps. She's the one that can get out of the gym more than any post I have, so getting the jump ball is big. But she just quietly is doing her job. Rebound the ball, block shots. Her deal last year was she was a freshman and she was all SEC freshman team, and we kind of got quiet and maybe people didn't realize what Samaya's strength and how good she is because Flage got freshman of the year and got more minutes. But Somaya, if you think of the 3 games we've played, Somaya has been consistent in all 3 games. This has been what she has done. And it's rewarding for her and for me as a coach to be able to say, well, why do you think Somaya is doing that? It's not by accident. It's because she committed to being here this summer. And everybody else was doing other things, and she never left. She stayed here and said, I want to replace LaDeja Williams.
And then this leads us into the Kent State game, or infamous Kent State game, where Reese got benched at halftime. Here are the things that led to that. So Mulkey wants somebody that's tough in the post and everything else. Well, Reese opens up the game by taking a 3-pointer. She does a pick, gets it back, and launches the shot. And straight away, ball's out of bounds. You can see Morrow running into center court. And Mulkey, yeah, Angel, you can have a seat. And then right here, ball goes out of bounds. So she gets back in at this mark, like at the 3:45 mark of the first quarter. So she's back in. And then here we go. What are we looking at here? So Olay defense right there, and this is really what got Angel in trouble because she just had nothing for this girl. Again, she was hot as hell, and she 3-pointer again, and then on this one is indefensible. That's why she got in trouble on that one. We'll show it a few more times. Reese is just napping on the backside. So look at it again here. Reese is up there, sort of looking in the inside player and just lose. And this girl's been hot, like hot, hot, hot. You just can't leave her open on the backside. You got to close out because she's killing them. And then this time, because she's so hot, Reese is trying to play her up close and gets gone by. I mean, I can't really blame her for that. And then again on this switch right here, oof. Again, this girl is killing them. Let's watch it a few more times here. If you watch it again, so right here, she gets back picked, and I don't know if she and Smith were supposed to switch that or not, or what the rules are, but they don't talk, and she gets out slow, like right there, pick, and then too late getting out there. I mean, one of them they should have either switched it straight away or not. But once again, it's just not good. It's and that girl was just killing them, and I think that brought back. Mulkey was pissed off at that point because Kent State's in the game because they're just hot from outside and doing everything right and hustling, and then that leads to the next one down here where instead of posting up hard when they come back down court, Angel's going to settle for just the jumper right. She's right there posting her up and just back steps and takes a corner jumper, and just she wants her posting up hard. Don't give that ground away and then take this. Are you going to and Mulkey's not happy. The next dead ball. She gets her off the court and she does not return. So I think it goes dead here. And then you can see Mulkey talking to Reedus on the bench right there, saying, you got to switch that pick over there. I think that's what they're saying. And then it was good night for Angel. So that's what I think ultimately led to this. I don't think it's grades or anything like that. I mean, if it was grades, then what? I didn't see some professor running down at halftime saying we need to bench Angel Reese. No, I think Mulkey was pissed off with her defense and her taking outside shots. She wants somebody that's strong in the middle and will close things down and hold their ground. And she wants somebody that's going to post up hard and not just sort of float to the outside and not work. So that's my take on why Kim Mulkey has benched her, and I think it's blown out bigger than she thought it would. But I think she's more than happy to play that game, is my guess. Anyway, your thoughts, your comments, your poison, it's all welcome. Have a great night. Thank you.